My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. This is the only channel dedicated to UFC fight picks and DraftKings lineups run by MMA insiders and professional fighters. Every week, I join Dan Kramer and Nick Newell, two longtime professional fighters that have fought at the highest levels on the planet, as well as Jacob Lyons, a skinny kid from Indiana. So join us every single week for our full fight card breakdowns, our individual fight card breakdowns, our betting guide, and our DraftKings lineups. Next up at UFC Vegas 35, we have Alessio Di Chirico. He's the actual one from Italy. And Abdul Razak Alhassan. Alessio is 13-5 overall, only 2-3 in his last five. Abdul Razak Alhassan, 10-4 overall, riding a 3-fight losing streak. Abdul, very powerful puncher. He tends to headhunt. We talked a lot about headhunting in our live stream last week. But Alhassan, powerful striker. He tends to headhunt when he's looking for a lockout. He does have high-level judo. He just got so comfortable striking, and he had so much success striking, he sort of abandoned his judo. His path to victory here is absolutely go back to your judo roots and use your judo. It is a very clear path to me, and I hope at this point he is a veteran on a 3-fight skid. He recognizes that, and he goes back to that. The problem is Alessio is a very good kickboxer. He has really nice high kicks. He's very versatile, and Abdul may get sucked into a striking match. He loves to strike. We know for a fact he fell in love with the striking. He's had success with it in the past. I am sure he will touch Alessio here, and he might just be too excited to continue to strike and not go to the judo, not get it to the ground, not hold him against the cage, get a trip, get a throw, work his grappling. But Alessio, as I mentioned, very good kickboxer, really nice high kicks. He's very versatile in his striking. If he keeps this on his feet, there's just no way he's going to lose. He has good forward pressure, and I just see him getting it done if he keeps it on his feet. But I have to assume that a 10-4 veteran, a 14-fight veteran who has had as many fights as he's had in the UFC will make the adjustments needed, grapple, and get a win here. It's Alessio's the pick, but I do have Alhassan in my DraftKings lineup, $7,300. I'm just hoping and praying he's going to use his judo, which is a pretty clear path. I mean, Alessio's a good kickboxer, but there's holes when it comes to the grappling. What do you think?
Yeah, Abdul is actually pretty good value at $7,300 because when he wins, it's never been outside the first round. So it's going to be 1,000,000 points. He literally has never won outside the first round. But last fight, we did a breakdown of his last fight, and I kind of compared him to Cody Garbrandt because once he sees red, man, he just goes at it. And that's, I think you were kind of alluding to, that's going to be a problem against Alessio because he is more of a counter puncher, a counter kicker. He's got the great kicks, like you mentioned. He just kind of will pull and pull and pull people in, and Abdul will see that. He'll see red, and he'll come flying. But if you also watch that last breakdown we did, he was I think he was the biggest favorite on the card versus Jacob Malkin. But I picked Jacob Malkin. So, I mean, he was my backup lock of the week that week. So,
backup lock of the week.
So listen, if you're going to place a bet, I think that a first round TKO KO for Abdul is probably a good bet because he's got 10 of them. But Alessio probably should win this fight. I think it's just such a toss. When you have someone with that much power, it's so hard to pick. So that's why I don't have either one of these guys in my lineup. I can see why you did the $7,300 with Abdul. And also, I don't know if you saw his Alessio's kind of Italian fire come out after his last win, or was that his UFC debut, his last win? They were interviewing him, and he said, listen, guys, I don't want to do this interview because I don't think it's right that you only interviews winners. There's two people to the fight. You need to interview the winners and the losers. I'm out of here. And he left. It's like, what? You want if you just lost a fight, you want to go up there and talk to me? I mean, some people do, but it's like that's kind of a weird stance to take, but it was interesting.
He's a freedom fighter. Yeah. But the reason I went, and we'll do our full DraftKings breakdown after this. The reason I went with Abdul is I only had like $7,500 left, and the choice of fighters, he is the only one in that sort of price area that I absolutely think will get it done or can get it done. Everybody else, I mean, this card, the favorites are the favorites for a reason. This is probably one of the most straightforward cards we've seen in a long time. You remember 3-4 weeks ago when only favorites won, and then the week after that were like only underdogs won? I think we're back on the favorites in this card. There's a few live underdogs. Pat Sabatini's a live underdog. We'll talk about another one in a minute, but that's why I have Abdul in my lineup. I might switch it out, but as far as underdogs are concerned, especially 2-1 underdogs, $7,300 underdogs, he's probably closest. Or the most live, if you will. Monkey Knife Fight. I'm going to go more and more. I think I'm going to go more and more because that's tough. Because, like you said, every single one of Abdul's wins is in the first round, which 48 strikes in one round is not.
And I
really
don't think Alessio is a big volume guy. He's kind of a counter. He's kind of a counter guy. So Abdul will have to put that pressure on him and not get knocked out in the process, which is, we'll see what happens, but I don't know what I would play there. That's another tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough line. It's like literally right in the middle. That's a tough line. I'll probably leave that one alone too. I hate leaving Monkey Knife Fight lines alone because
we can just wait and see what everyone else does and reassess it on Friday.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. That's the responsible move. And I guess when Dan's not here, we might as well be responsible. There's no reason to be filthy degenerates. But I do like what you're saying, a first-round stoppage prop for Abdul. I mean, you're right. He has 10 of them. Why not get yourself some plus God knows what, plus 1,000, plus 1,200 odds on that?
That wouldn't be that much.
Throw a quarter of a unit on it. Well, he's plus 200 just to win. First-round win.
I know, but all his wins are first round. So
yeah, he's probably plus 6, 7, 8. Like that.
Yeah.
Well, weonpicks.com for the bets. Weonpicks.com/MKF for Monkey Knife Fight. Both of them have free money deposit matches. Grab yourself some free money and go play or bet.